Kicks, they are lethal weapons. If you can't land punches, you can still land kicks. Adesanya does a great job at this because he utilises his range and puts his kicks to use. I'm going to give you 3 ways that he sets up his kicks for further traps. The first one is a kick punch. We need to set this kick up first. We can move around the bag or in sparring or however you're going to do it. We need to first get a reaction. If I don't land this kick with intent first, they're not going to block how we want them to block. If you're just tickling it in, this isn't going to work. We need to be putting this kick in with some sort of intent. But what we're going to do is bring this kick up nice and light to throw our strike. The kick goes up. As I bring this leg back, I then punch. I don't try and do it at the same time because I'm going to be off balance. On the way down, I go. This is not a Superman punch. We're going to do that next. This is kicking and punching on the way down. Boom. From there, you can follow on with strikes. I kick, punch on the way down. There's a hook, there's a low kick. You could go another head kick. It's totally up to you. Kick, punch, hook, low kick, move it. But this is a distraction. The emphasis is in the punch, not the kick. If you want to sit on the punch, don't throw any follow-on strikes. Just sit down when you throw it. But if you want to flow along, you can take a little bit of power out to throw your further strikes from there. We're on to number 2. We're going through the Superman. I like this because it covers range. Same thing applies. We need to land this kick with some sort of intent, so then they are going to block the kick, and this is going to help with landing this Superman punch. I bring the leg up. As I bring the leg up, I'm looking to kick it back, do a little jump on my standing leg. Because if I just do a Superman from here, I'm not really going to reach. I'm going to jump off that standing leg as I punch. I bring it forward, I then kick it back, and watch my standing leg. It jumps forward. At the same time, you can bring the shoulder through. Bring the shoulder through to help explode through that cross. So as you're going through, you'll bring the kick up. You don't need to land it here. Just bring your leg up and throw it back to get that Superman, and make sure you jump on that standing leg. If you like throwing further strikes on top of that, you can bring it through after you've landed, throw your head kick or your knee from there. Totally up to you. Now we're on to the third one. We're gonna go through switching stance a little bit here. When I'm bringing this knee through, I need to do it with some sort of intent. If I do it slow, they're gonna know and they're gonna capitalize on that. I need to bring that up with intent. I don't step to the inside, I step to the outside. If I stepped here, I'm gonna get my leg kicked. I'm not gonna have a great angle to throw my strikes. I'm moving around the bag. I'm gonna land my kick first. I've landed it with some sort of intent. I'm moving, I bring this knee up with intent. Watch my hands here. I don't just keep them still. I make a reaction. I move them slightly. You can, if you want, throw it down, but I like keeping my hands up and just jerking them a little bit. Just because it makes them a little bit scared, makes them a little bit twitchy, and it's gonna help with my strikes. I'm moving, I'll jerk it a little bit, and from there, I like throwing my hook, just to slap around the side to get my angle even further to throw another hook. You could throw a kick if you wish, you could throw a knee. If you're pro, you could throw an elbow as well. I'll land the kick first, moving through, and then gonna fake that knee, get my angle, strike, and then I'm in southpaw. If you're a southpaw, it works exactly the same. I throw my kick, I jerk it, I get that angle. It doesn't have to be those strikes. You see on that one, I threw a jab first, then a hook, but it's totally up to you. But the main emphasis here, get the angle with the outside foot, then get an even bigger angle when you go for your first strike. Then that means you can strike on them, but they don't really have the best angle on you. So you've got a high percentage of landing compared to them. One thing that I can't stress enough, if you don't land that kick with intent, these setups, they won't really work because you'll land a kick really light, and if it doesn't actually hurt them, they're not gonna block. They don't really care. They'll just take it and strike straight away. You need to get a reaction out your opponent to then do these further setups. For example, if they're putting the hand down like so, that's when the kick punch could work, or the Superman would work. Or if they're very static, that's when the switch would work, because you can get your angle to the side. If you do not put that kick in with intent, these will not work. Maybe round 1, you put that kick in. Round 2, that's when you use these setups. Now, if you want to learn some more tips and tricks just like this for free on a daily basis, check out the first link below. And if you want to learn how to fight like a pro, with Sueno skills, check out the second link below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bish, bash, bosh, pow!